All right, hello. Today I'm going to be... What am I going to be doing today? Oh yeah, that's right. I need to add my final effect for my text rendering. Let me see where did I have... Where did I leave off? Let's see. That's right. I was kind of fiddling around with the speed of this thing. Yeah. So if I do this, and I go to my speed setting, should be somewhere around here. If I do 0, I think that should be the fastest. Yeah, so that's the fastest my text runs at. Yeah, I'm thinking this is already going to be pretty slow if I add this extra effect, but I want to do it anyways. All right. So I want to now, in this text render, I wrote a comment somewhere where I want to actually add this. Yeah, because I need to write my sprite. Yeah, I guess to reiterate what my plan is, somewhere in here I should have... Do I not have it in here? Yeah, here it is. Essentially, I want a sprite to be drawn here, and then here, and then here. Well, actually, it's more like the sprite is drawn here and here, and then the background is drawn. So and I need to figure out I need to figure out how to translate my my address that I'm initially writing to an actual coordinate on the screen. So that's probably where I should start. Yeah, so I guess that's probably where I'll start. So I gotta figure out from here. If I draw something at this address, 20 C5, if I draw something there, I need to figure out where on the actual screen that shows up. So 2000, you know, that will just translate to yeah, it needs to translate to position 0. 2001 has to translate to 8. Two has to translate to 16. Am I just multiplying here? Is that the pattern? Yeah, 0 is 0, 1, 8. It's like, yeah, 2, 16. It's like that number times 8. So if I get to 1F, 1F times 8, 248. That looks, I mean, that seems to make sense to me. Except if it's in this position. Except if it's here. Yeah, 2020. It's just these bits. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 bits. Yeah, because if I do minus 20, yeah, plus 20, right, 2 and 0. I'm going to have to get rid of if it's just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits, those 5 bits, I believe, just give me where I am on this axis. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should give me my x for any of these. No matter where I am, that should give me my x. Like if I'm here, 2, 2, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. Yeah, that gives me, what is, yeah. Two, 2, 1, 2. Let's just say I AND it with this. And, 12. And I have to, what is it, times by 8? Yeah, because each of these is 8, because it's, yeah, 32 is the width. Times by 8. 2, 4, 8. So I have to shift to the left. Three times. And I am ANDing. Should probably zoom in to make this a bit bigger. I am ANDing. I'm ANDing that. And this is our low byte. And I'm shifting it over, and then that should be our x. This is our x. And then y. And I need to figure out my y position now. So, yeah, who is the y? I think it's just the remainder, right? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, is this the y? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think I actually don't care about these bottom 3, do I? Do I only care about the ones in the high for the y? Yeah, like 2020. Is no, it is 1. I care about those 3. I do. Yeah, I do care about those. (23A0) is the last one. 23A0. And how does that compare? To 2020. Actually, 2000. It's 2000. Yeah. Yeah, this guy remains the same. That too. So I definitely don't care about him. But I do care about this one. And these other 3 here. Yeah, this one only goes up to 3. Yeah, I'm only caring about this digit and this digit, so yeah, it's these ones. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't care about this. This could be 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think all I care about is these ones and just these first 2, because it's 3. I think this is what I need to extract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do I want to do this? Now this is our y value here. Yep, this is totally our y value. And I need to think about what the optimal way to extract this. What I need to think what is the most optimal way to extract this. That's what I need to do. And because I could shift this over. I could shift this over. Shift these ones back. Yeah, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? It's a nice way of just getting this out. So doing a bunch of unnecessary shifts. Right, trivial way would be to just shift these three all the way back and shift these two forward. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, what do I want to do here? Yeah, high is more complicated because it's like it straddles these two bytes, the high and the low. I should probably write this down here in this Y section. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Screw it. So I'm going to basically load this in. Move it over. And I don't know. Actually, I can't use whatever that is. I guess V. Again, I think V is available for me. Yeah, V should work. Then load what this is. So this is our high. This is our low. What is faster? Going right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or left, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'd have to just in case anything was in the clear. So I guess just doing this is just as fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because this has to get like multiplied by 8. So I probably don't need a... Oh, this one I'd have to shift even more over. Yeah, let me think about this a little bit more here. normally I'd want this guy. Normally I'd want these 3 bits over here. This is multiplied by 2. This is 4. This would be 8. Right? And then I need to tack on these two. These two need to be tacked on. So rotate right, rotate right, rotate right. I still need to and, though. That's what, 4 versus 1. Oh, this is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I even saving anything here by doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this I'd have to just move over 1, 2. Yeah, 2. I guess this way I avoid having to multiply by 8. Yeah, that's fine. Clear. Carry. Oh, I wonder if I just do clear carry. Maybe I don't even need to do this. Like if I just do this. So 0 should be loaded in carry. Let me double check. Rotate right. Yeah, I think this is right. Clear the carry. So it's 0. And this goes into carry, then this comes over here, and then this comes over here. So I think this is right. Yes, that's our Y position, and this is our X position. So I think that works. And then the question is, so let me just implement this. Let me implement this. Yeah, this is resetting. Resetting the line. Get what character to draw. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, I need to actually do the drawing here. Drawing of the sprite right here. And it has to be a loop. And we have to wait a frame. I should probably make this optional. I need loop control. I need a loop control variable. I need a loop control variable for this. And I'm using a lot of variables here. I think I was using like, I think V was my temp. I think I'll just use V again. Well, no, because V is being used in, I guess I'll use W. Let's use W. Load 0. Store in W. Almost done. I wonder how much code this will be. I'm wondering, like, if do I even need to loop this? Maybe I do it this way. Maybe I say 2 or 1. Where's it? Yeah, 2. Deck. Yeah, I think that's right. I think so. Leanor's Mind. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Decrement. Load. If it's not equal, just do it again. I think I actually have to wait in here. Wait in this loop. But I don't think I need to translate my address again. Get address. Well, actually, it's more like get x, y from GPU address. And that's what this is up here. So I'm just going to copy this over. Paste that here. So our low was, what is our low? This is the destination that we're writing to. This is our low. And our high is just temp. And who do I want to write this in? I wonder if I can just write it directly into like this background buffer. Oh no, wait a minute, this is sprite. So I have DMA already configured as I have a zone for DMA. So I don't need to use that. So yeah, just write in there. I should just write it in there. I don't need to I don't need to have an extra variable. So what did I call it? What did I call it? I have a whole bunch of stuff to find. Which one of these do I want to use? Yeah, so I want to store it in sprite RAM. And I want it to be which one is this? X, which is horizontal. And yeah, it's X, horizontal, and I don't know. I think I'll just use the first sprite. So I don't think I need to add anything else here. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'll just use those two. Same with this. This is, I technically don't even need to write this, but because it's just 0, like I could just omit this. V is nothing in this case. Okay, so we're writing sprite 0. We said it's X and it's Y. It's X and it's Y here. Now I need to calculate the color. How do I want to do that? How do I want to do that? I think what I could do is just use, maybe I just do this. Just straight up have just two different palettes, two different sprite palettes to use instead of like cycling through one, changing the palette every time. I could just straight up have two dedicated sprite palettes. I think I'll just do that. I think that's easy to code. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess what do I want to do? Shoot, I'm going backwards here. I'm going from, I'm going from 2 to 1. Actually, I don't think I really even need to do this loop. I think this is like unnecessary overhead. I think all I really need to do is just this, just load palette. I just need to tell it which to do. I'm trying to remember what bits. Okay, so obviously this is vertical. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it's just the right 2 bits that are for the color. I think it is. Let me just look it up. This would be right set color pal. Okay, well, I actually don't need to set the palette color. I just need to set the sprite color. Yeah, OM. What does this say? Attributes. Yeah. Yeah, I figured it was this. I just wanted to double check. Yeah, I don't need to flip or anything. No flipping is necessary. Yeah, okay, so I can get away with just loading. I can get away with just loading. I could just do 0. 0 and 1. First pal. For our attribute, wait frame. Second pal. Oh, I also need to set the actual freaking character here. How do I do all of this without pizza? You know, I ask myself that every day. I think it shows. I think if I had pizza, I wouldn't be so tired. Yep, I do it tiredly. Which is, yeah, probably not a word. Okay. I don't know if I wanted to get rid of that whole thing. Yeah, I need to translate my, my tile to an actual sprite. How am I gonna do that? How is I'm going to do that? How does I does this? Yeah, because just to get a real example here. Do I just add like yeah, how do I get you? How do I get you? How do I get you? Yes, it's an 8x16. Oh man, I think the addressing is like very different. I think it's very different. I don't think I can just take this value, which like in this case, let's say it's like H. I don't think I can just take E8 because E8 is this. That's right. And I think, what was it? There was some other issue because it's 8x16. I can draw all these fine. But it's like this row. This is gonna be so hideous. This is just gonna be so bad. Problem is like the sprite doesn't actually get drawn at this exact same position because I might have to offset it because I'm basically grabbing 2 sprites for the price of 1, right? Then I have to like calculate like, oh, I need to shift you up, or I need to shift you down, and I have to mask. I have to mask it. That's right. I have to mask it. You know, I'm not sure if, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure if I can properly do this. The problem is this. The problem is this. The problem is like if I have a whole bunch of, I don't know, text. And I now need to draw, I need to draw my sprite, my next sprite here. Let's get rid of T. The problem is this. When I grab my sprite, it's going to look like this. And I'd have to like move it up. And I was thinking, well, I could just mask that out, but I can't really mask that out, can I? Or I could. Oh, this would be really weird. This is so much work for such a small effect. I don't know if it's really worth it. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, know what? Shoot, yeah, no, I don't know what. I don't even know what. What I was just thinking briefly was just have separate data for the sprites. Because I'm not really going to be using many of the sprites for the cutscene stuff. It's mainly just going to be tile data. Yeah, it's mainly just going to be tile data, so I could just create separate data for this, but then the problem is, again, like translating, I'd have to come up with a formula to translate the indices, which probably wouldn't be too hard to do. So that's doable. It's just, I really kind of wish I could do this. But yeah, I just I fail to realize, like, I was thinking, like, for some reason, like, only this case. Not the case where it's like, no, I have to shift it up. And that interferes with the line above it. Although, the thing I was just thinking about, like the way I could get around this and implement this weird like shifting solution without this thing interfering, is I would change this. I would change this to actually look like this. It would actually look like this. And like the actual color palette, like say it's like grayscale, right? Or how should I do this? So I guess I'll just use red. Actually, I wonder if I should do what I'm just thinking about doing right now. This would be a really trippy solution, but basically, right, this is how it's indexed. And the last one's transparency, right? But what I do instead is, let's say our text is actually white, and we have a secondary color that's gray. We would do this. This is the palette that would be loaded. And we'd set the sprite such that the background is in front. So we change the layer. That way, when I grab this, right? Well, let me just grab the proper one here. That way, when I draw this sprite, yeah, when I draw the sprite, the only drawback with this, though, is that it makes all the characters opaque. So they'd all be blocks, basically. Whereas now it's like, if I wanted to have text run right over, I guess I couldn't do that anyways. It has to be opaque because the way things are colored. Yeah, so this would naturally lend itself to this feature. I was thinking like, yeah, if I have special colors, then I'd be screwed, but no. I'm already screwed because of the way I hard-coded colors into this. Can't mix and match tiles on top of tiles. So yeah, I guess this would be a solution that would work. The coding this would be a bit involved. It would be a bit involved, I would say. Yeah, it involved me having to shift this Well, first I have to grab the right sprite, which is not trivial to do, I don't think. Almost just, it's just easier to just make a separate bank, I think, in Sprite Land. And then just use that. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, which to do. Yeah, both of these are solutions. One is a lot more complex than the other, but kind of gives me just a tiny bit more flexibility. More options. I need to think carefully here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? This is such a weird solution. It is such a weird solution. Yeah, such an odd solution. Oh. Yeah, how do I want to do this? I think yeah, because this basically doubles. Like, this is how much sprite space would be consumed. Half. Half of all sprite space would be consumed. Well, I guess, yeah, what else would I use those sprites for? I feel like if I got the space, I guess I might as well use it. It'd make the code a bit, like, just slightly easier. I wouldn't have to worry about that opaqueness. I wouldn't have to worry about shifting. I still would have to translate, though. I would still have to translate the tile. I would still have to translate it. That sucks. That sucks I can't just take the character, throw it in there. Okay, yeah, that'd be so weird. Yeah, having to reference this twice. It sucks. Yeah, I would really like to just be able to I guess, I don't know, I think it's like not even being utilized. this space. Like, I don't think I would actually ever properly fully utilize this, would I? Because you don't have that many sprites to begin with. I mean, maybe if you used interrupts. But if you're using interrupts, then you can just, I don't know, swap out banks. Do I really want to waste that much space? On literally the same data? Well, you know what? Let me just get this working first. I think I'll need to think about this a bit more, like what option I want to do. In the meantime, I'm just going to draw a random character. I'm just going to draw, I guess this thing. I don't know. This one. I'll just do that one. I'll just do 0. Set character. Oops. Call this guy. What did I call him? Was it T? T. I think it's T. Yeah. And I just move this guy off screen. Because I'm not rendering sprites on that far left column. That should be it, I think. Second. Yeah, I need to really think about how I want that sprite to actually be shown. If I want to actually consume all that extra memory, or if I want to do this weird approach where, you know what? I think it makes more sense to actually waste this space, this extra space here. Because I've got so much space for data. Shoot, yeah, it's hard. Because this is a lot of space. Whereas the code for this is, the code for like programming that behavior. Oh yeah, it's not that much now I'm thinking about it, right? It's probably not that many lines of code to exhibit this behavior. I think the hard part would be getting the translation proper, like converting the ASCII to this space as a sprite. I think that might be a challenge because it is kind of weird. Yeah, making it all this color. And then yeah, figuring out whether or not, yeah, it has to be like shifted like that or shifted down like that. Those are the challenges that exist. I think I might actually do this. I think I might do this weird wonky idea. Maybe not tonight, because this will take some serious thought. Right now I just want to see if this works. Do I raise a flag? I can't remember if this raises a flag or not. There's a million of these things. Draw sprites. I could have swore there's a flag that I'm supposed to set for this. I know there's some kind of flag. Guess really, do all my calls? Are they all wrapped up? Copy. Maybe not. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Close that. Let's see here. Branch out of range. I hate that. I hate that. 11330. Yeah. One. Done. Yeah, it's because of this. guess maybe I just strip this out. If I do that, you know what? Screw it. I'll take it out. Yeah. Jump to char fade in. Done. Let's char fade in. Done. Char fade in. Okay. Okay. Boom. It doesn't look like it's actually showing the sprites. I think I need to set some flag. I forget what flag I'm supposed to set. I think it's the DMA flag. I think there's a DMA flag. I think that needs to get set here. That needs to get set for each of these. I think that is supposed to happen. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Yeah. That's what I want to happen. Yeah, that's cool. That's like a cursor right now. Yeah, I think this will be a good stopping point. yeah, I'll think over like how I want to implement this, if I want to go this route, which I'm kind of leaning towards this more complex route instead of the route which would involve having a whole separate set of data here for the sprites. Because all this does is simplify things where I won't have to do this shifting business. But I don't think it'll be that hard to just make this opaque by filling in these colors, setting it to inverting it so the background's in front and the sprites are behind the background, and then shifting it, coming up with an algorithm to shift it. So that's something I'll actually, let me write that down, because that's a lot of things that has to happen. So it'd be set sprite to be behind background tile. Background algorithm to shift 8x16 sprite map ASCII to 8x16 sprite space. I think those are the objectives that I need to do for next time. Yeah, sprite to set sprite to be behind the background, an algorithm to shift depending on the character. Like in our case, it was like D and T. I guess the mapping is kind of related to this. Yeah. Yep. I think that'll be good for now, though. Yeah, I got this thing working where it does that fade in. I could slow it down so it's I wonder, like I could wait 2 frames here or even 3 frames here. Just to see what the hell it's actually doing. Yeah, I can see it a bit better. Although it seems the sprite is a little too far down. That sprite might have to be, its Y position might have to be like shifted, like up. Looks like it's almost off by 8, maybe. I don't know. When I get the proper tile loaded, it'll be more obvious. Shifting by 8 is trivial. Just literally add 8. Or subtract it. In this case, it'd probably be subtract. Like that. Yeah, that looks. Looks like it shifts up. So my math might be off somewhere. Yeah, once it gets to the latter half. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. What would cause that? Do I just need to... Temp is what? What is temp? High. This is the high. Oh, I forgot to clear this out, I think. Yeah, because rotate right. Rotate right. Wait, rotate right. Rotate right. Rotate right. It's these two. Dang it. Because if I have to and it. 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I guess I don't need this. This with just this. Would that fix it? That looks correct. Yeah, that's correct. And that 8 that I've subtracted, wherever it is, this has to be wrapped in a conditional. If other char the one below then raise it up by 8. So yeah, I'll have to write an algorithm to figure that out, but yeah, that is working. Alright, I think that'll be it for tonight. Yeah, I've been going for an hour and a half, so yeah, I think that's good enough. Got this thing started. Yeah, I just need to sleep on this. I just need to figure out what route I want to take. I'm leaning more towards this fun solution. Yeah, I like fun solutions. Who doesn't? All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll actually stream tomorrow or if it'll be next week. I do have a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so who knows? Yeah, all right. I guess I'll see you guys later. Made some good progress today. And yeah, I'll just pick up where I left off next time. Thanks for watching.